As I did previously, I removed the brake caliper disc pads and I clean up the inside here a little bit. I don't know if it shows on the video, and a braided brake hose here. And now I'm gonna exchange the spring and damper for a coil setup. And initially I removed the steering arm here, and I think it's an 18 socket here, and I used one of these to press the bolt out of the connector there. And this is much better than the like fork thing I used before, where you bang it in the end. I'm never gonna use that one again. This is so much more nice both to use, and it's more gentle to the hardware also. So greatly recommend buying one of these. Not too cheap, but yeah, good tools seldom are. And the sway bar I've disconnected. You use Torx 30 to hold the actual bolt, and then you use a 16 mil spanner to loosen the bolt here. So it wiggles around, and I actually bended the sway bar back here. So yeah, it's behind here. So what next? Yes, completely remove the drop link for the sway bar, because this is the main component that connect the tube to the wheelhouse. So it's an 18 socket here, and you need to hold it back on the back side here, but I'm gonna use an impact machine to loosen it up at least. And I prefer to wear protections for my ears, since I'm a bit cautious about my hearing. There we go. So I just use that to loosen the bolt. And yeah, it moves behind there. And let's see. So you need to hold back the other side of the bolt here, but it's supposed to be an 18 mil wrench, or what do you call it? But it's very tight behind here, so well, yeah, on this side it actually fits. But what I did, I used this tool I have for my grinding machine when I switch the discs, and that comes in easily behind there. So and now we're gonna loosen up the top mount here, and 10 millimeters, nope, 13 millimeter. Yes, 13 millimeter socket. So I removed just 2 bolts in order to mark the position of the I loosened 2 nuts in order to highlight the position of the bolts here. And this is a pen for marking tires. I find it working extremely well in many other applications also. Okay, so let's see. All right, it's this. That's gonna go through up there. It's probably gonna be dirty and stuck, but we're gonna loosen this first. And that's a 10 if I remember correctly. Again, to loosen up things a little bit. And what I did is I loosened the bottom plate here, or the plastic shroud under the car. This one here, so I can bend down the whole wheel setup. And on the other side I loosen the bolt that holds this one in, but you don't have to do that. And on the other side you also have a control arm for the angle of this arm here. So you need to loosen that also, but now it should be just to bend everything down to get it out, and then just take it out of the housing here. Much easier on this side than it was on the other, and don't want to damage the paint. Oh, this was super easy compared to the other side. So, okay, let's connect those two so it doesn't fall over and damage the bushing below. Well, stopped from falling over. So the instruction says to never use an impact gun on the spring compressors here, and you can skip that if you like to do that. I would actually suggest that you don't use an impact gun the first time you do this, but I've done this a couple of times, so I feel fairly confident in using that, but you probably notice if I damage myself. I think that would be enough. And now this is 21 here, and this is 7. Make sure you get the tool in there properly so you don't damage. Oh my god, this was... That was really stuck in there. I used the steel brush to clean the threads of the bolt here, and then some anti-seize or rust remover to loosen it up, and now it's started to come here, so it's almost there. You can see it's still a bit of a struggle. So if I wouldn't have had the spring clamps, everything would just have exploded here now, and I would probably got the bolt in my eye or something, but there comes the top. So I actually started to use old rags instead, because these you can wash in the washing machine, so you can reuse them. If you use paper, you just need to throw it away. So that's saving the environment a little bit. Not that I'm saving environment with the car I'm gonna drive, but that's a different discussion. And now to take these two away here. This one back here. Oops. So now there's a bearing here, and it actually sounds good. So I'm not gonna clean that. And you can see here is a rubber bushing, so that would be why some people change this top mount to something with a ball in here that gives less flex in the top part here. Oh, come on. So you could actually either switch this whole plate or push out this bushing here and replace it with a metal bushing. That would help to reduce flexibility and then allow the coil to work more not efficient, but more precise. But I'm not going to do that change quite yet. I haven't decided if I'll do it yet, but probably. If not this year, then the next season. Yeah, now I need to clean it. I'll get some different gloves for that. So I'm just gonna put some additional grease on the lip here to stop dirt and water to get into the bearing here. Not gonna go crazy.